Apparently, alcohol consumption has gone up. Has it? I'm not sure. Rates in Ireland, I'm talking about. I wonder. It's hard to know what the truth is these days. I can see why, though. There's some sort of mystical change in the weather that it's not just the cold, it's not just the dark, it's something else. It feels like it's in your body, like hibernation was a fact of life, buried deep in DNA somewhere. DNA and beyond. DNA is used to explain all the movements of the animals, but I think it's only explains part of it. It's only a part of the puzzle. Nature cannot be broken down just to DNA. When we break it down, all we see is DNA, but we don't see the full picture. Anyway, I can see how, back when I was drinking, I drink, and the winter comes and it's an excuse to drink, and I totally get it. And apparently, northern hemisphere, the more north you go, the more you drink, especially in the winter. Was it always like that? Apparently the Russian Tsars used to own all the vodka companies, and they'd set the rates of the vodka depending on what they wanted the people to do. They wanted the people to leave them alone, they'd drop the price of the vodka so they'd all get pissed and they'd just fucking do their own thing. And then if they wanted the people to be angry at something, they'd throw up the rates of the vodka so you couldn't afford it, so everyone would just be on edge, not able to afford vodka. Because when you're boozing, you need to keep boozing. It takes a while of not boozing before you see clearly again. But I wonder if drinking's gone up. I read a few articles there. Apparently they say it's switched from beer to wine. People drinking at home. Wine drinking, that would probably make sense. But it's impossible to know whether to believe these newspapers anymore. Is even discussing alcohol, advertising for alcohol, I don't know, they were all the articles are framed in terms of how it affects the economy. The boozing and how the pubs are suffering. Oh shit. It's all take-home sales. How does alcoholism affect the economy? Anyway. A few drinks. Well, I'm just talking to myself here. Hate to be a party pooper. I just can't handle the booze. Maybe you can. Probably not. Yeah, so basically now my objectives, you fall to your program. The core of the program is don't drink and do right. So sometimes the program slips to that. But yeah, no, I'll probably do a bit of exercise. Try to do something every day. What has this turned into? I don't know. Oh yeah, I finished that play, Jerusalem, about a gypsy drunk who drinks, and he's like a free spirit. It was alright. It was, the characters are kind of nice, I suppose, but it was, it was of a time. It was probably written in the 90s or some shit, and that was back when it was kind of cool and sexy to just talk about drink and drugs and sex. And that's all it is just endless pontification of alcohol, cocaine, and general abdication of responsibility, which I overindulged to a great degree, I am ashamed to say. Yeah, but I'm tired of that stuff, and really reading a play about it is no longer of any interest to me. I'm more interested in divine search for truth. And there is certain truth in degenerate piss-headery. But eventually you drink all the drinks, and all the drinks are free, and you snort all the drugs, and all the drugs are free, and you're just like a goldfish banging your head off a glass wall of intoxication. There are limits to the enlightenment attained from exterior substances. There is a far deeper truth within you, and it is a truth uncovered through great effort. Taking drugs is just too easy, and it shows you that there is a great truth, but it also holds you back, because you need to be as aware and conscious as possible in order to step into that truth. That is my lived experience anyway.